Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to today's webinar on Citizen Science Program in Astronomy. I am your host Shubhankar Majumdar, Director of Ogniroth Aerospace and Defense Research Private Limited, and I am happy to have you all here. We have an incredible speaker with us who will guide us through the world of citizen science in astronomy. But before we begin, let me take a moment to set the stage for the exciting discussion. Astronomy has always captivated the human imagination, fueling our curiosity about the cosmos and our place within it. Today, we have the privilege to dive into the topic that not only allow us to gauge at the stars but actively engaged in the scientific research as well as citizen science program in astronomy offer a unique opportunity for ordinary individual like you and me to contribute to the advancement of scientific knowledge, making an impact on our understanding of the universe. It is my great pleasure to introduce our speaker for today's webinar, Amoli Kakkar. Amoli is an amateur astronomer, citizen scientist, and a member of SS Citizen Science Group. With a deep passion for astronomy and area of citizen science, Amoli has dedicated her life to unreveal the mysteries of the cosmos and inspiring others to do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our speaker, Amoli Kakkar. We are truly fortunate to have her today to share her knowledge and passion for the citizen science in astronomy. Amoli, the stage is now yours.
I hope you are all able to see my screen. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can see that.
Okay, thank you. So, as Sir said, we are going to discuss the role of citizen science projects in exploring the unlimited sky, the unlimited horizons, where we always want to reach out to. So, we are basically going to talk about the citizen science projects related to astronomy and the STEM involved in it. Now, what is STEM? STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. All these combined together to give us a result is called as STEM. Now, what are citizen science projects? They are basically the scientific work which are undertaken by the members of general public like you and me, maybe in collaboration with some organization or some professional scientist or some research group or people like that. So that is called as a citizen science projects. As the name suggests, it belongs to the citizens of the whole world. Now, what is the importance of citizen science projects? These projects actually help the communities to address some kind of local challenges and promote social and economic development by using scientific approach. See, we all have challenges in our life, but approaching and trying to resolve those challenges using the scientific approach is a part of citizen science project. This helps us to bring about a change in the society by increasing the scientific and logical intellect. कई बार many a times what happens is that we are in a discussion with someone but we don't have any logic, but these citizen science projects are completely based on logical solving of the problem. Now, what are the benefits of citizen science projects? Advantages for the communities are like it engages the whole community, maybe the student community, maybe the elderly community, or maybe the scientific community. It engages them, it educates them, and empowers them. We get to know more on that particular subject, on that particular project. Advantages for individuals. On an individual basis, if I say, we develop skills to understand that particular kind of a project. We knowledge from it and we gain confidence. When we talk about that particular project or we talk on that particular topic, we are quite confident that what are we talking about, because we have that intellect and we have proper logical reasoning behind it. Now, what are the advantages for the society? These projects contribute to the scientific knowledge. Obviously they are science projects, but sit on the ground level. They are totally and completely based on the ground level, that is open to all. So contribute to the scientific knowledge, innovation, and social progress. See, when people start thinking in a scientific manner, they think logically, they think in a way which in which we can resolve the issues. So it strengthens the society, it builds trust in society. So this is the benefit we gain from the citizen science projects. Now, what are the strategies? How do we use them? Like, we can use them by collaborating with local organizations. Like for a society, we can ask the RWA to give us the leverage to resource and expertise with the local organizations. Then engaging with community members will help build trust, interest, and obviously the participation. Providing access to the resource and equipment. When you work on a citizen science project, you need to have the access which can overcome the barriers of participation. How does this impact the communities? How does the citizen science projects actually impact the communities? See, when you work on a particular citizen science project, it increases your scientific literacy. Obviously you come to know about the project, about the topic. Like if you are working on a project called as supernova hunters, you will obviously, you are doing that project, but while doing that project, obviously you'll have some questions in your mind. You may ask the experts or you may google them yourself. So this will increase your knowledge on the supernovas. So this way the scientific literacy increases. It improves the community health and well-being, enhances the social and economic development, right? Then what would be the future of the citizen science projects? Like, we need to have an expanding access and participation. Now these kind of projects should aim to expand and access participation among diverse communities, not only the students, not only the college going kids, or not only the scientific community, but it should be open for all, like people like me. Being a homemaker, I am doing the citizen science projects. Why? No doubt I have an inclination towards science, I have an inclination towards astronomy, but yes, somebody guided me that we can do this kind of projects sitting at home in our own environment. So we are expanding the access and participation, incorporating technology and innovation. These projects should also incorporate new technologies and innovations. Why? Because every now and then the technologies are advancing. So, to enhance the participation and their impact, the people should be well read about the technologies used, addressing social challenges and needs. Now, when we are talking about the citizen science projects, they should be not only able to contribute to the science part, but they should also be able to address the local and global challenges such as the climate health, the climate change, health, and social justice. Now, the citizen science projects have three kind of benefits. Maybe for the amateurs, like people like me, for benefits for the scientist, and obviously, ultimately, the benefit for the society. Now, what can be the benefit for amateurs? Opportunity to learn and develop new skills. When you get involved in a citizen science project, it offers you the opportunity to learn new skills. Like you come to know about different aspects. If I talk about astronomy, you come to know about different aspects of the astronomy part, like for the asteroids, or for the galaxies, or for the supernovas, or for the black holes. So you are gaining knowledge out of it. Then, chance to contribute to meaningful and scientific research. Obviously, when you are doing a citizen science project, you are contributing to the scientific research. See, there is a plenty of data which has to be analyzed, and there are only a handful of scientists who actually know how to analyze that data. Now, using those citizen science projects, we can help those scientists to at least overcome one step and help them analyze the data which they have. So, nowadays, what happens is the scientific community shares their data so that they can be analyzed by the citizen science, and they can come one step closer to their scientific research. Personal fulfillment and engagement in science. Obviously, people who are involved in citizen science projects are somewhat inclined towards the science, are somewhat inclined toward that particular topic, say it astronomy, or be it medical science, anything like that, any citizen science project. So you, maybe due to some reason, you were not able to fulfill your dream of becoming a scientific researcher in the field of astronomy. So at least you can curb your uh, the what we say the the wish of becoming a scientific researcher. So by engaging yourself in these kind of citizen science projects, we get a personal fulfillment. Now, benefits for the scientist. Now, earlier I had talked about the benefit of individuals or the amateurs. Now, the scientists, they share the data to a large community with diverse conditions. So these provide scientists with access to large and diverse data that they may not have been able to collect on their own. Sometimes the data is so large that the scientists do not have time to analyze it properly. Maybe due to the huge amount of data, they miss some kind of steps. So we as citizen scientists, we can help them out doing so. They increase this uh, taking part in the citizen science project increases the efficiency and cost effectiveness in the research, because the data is available to all of us. When it is available to all of us, we help the researchers and make them come a step closer to their research work, which saves time, which increases their efficiency, and obviously it saves money. Then, potential for new discoveries and innovations. Like you must have all heard about the asteroid search campaign. When we as citizen scientists take part in those kind of campaigns, we are actually taking part in a project where we can find a real time or actual asteroid which can maybe someday help our earth to be saved if we find a discovery. So we are making a discovery, we are making innovations. Now, what would be the benefit for the society? Obviously, scientific literacy would increase and the understanding would increase. And there would be a positive environmental and social impact. And there would be a public trust in science and scientists. Sometimes what happens is people think that scientists are mad people. They think only in one direction. They are obsessed with some kind of things. But when we all are involved in citizen science projects, the trust towards science or scientists increases. Now, everything has a positive and a negative impact. So there are challenges and limitations also in the citizen science projects. The first thing would be data quality and reliability. Sometimes what happens is we may have issues with the data quality and reliability, which prompts the scientist that the data which was collected or analyzed by the volunteers, whether it is correctly analyzed or not. Second part would be inaccuracies. Some citizen science projects may have inaccuracies in data collection. The third would be difficulty in maintaining long term participation and motivation. Now, citizen science projects may have difficulty in maintaining. See, what happens is you have started taking part in a particular citizen science project. When you start, you are full of energy. You are fully enthusiastic about doing that kind of a project. But later on, when as the time passes and you are doing the project and there are no discoveries or you don't find any kind of a result, so your motivation comes down. So to enhance that motivation, there are not only one kind of projects but a number of projects. Financial sustainability of these projects is a major concern. Running these kind of citizen science projects is not easy because we as citizen scientists, we don't contribute financially to the organization or to the scientific community who are providing us with the data. So financial sustainability is a concern. Next is the future directions and opportunities for growth. Now, if citizen science projects integrate new technologies for data collection and analysis. Now, what would that mean? That we are in situ with the upcoming technologies so that our citizen science projects do not hamper because of the new technologies in the world. Second would be collaboration and partnership with the professional scientists and organizations. Once we collaborate with professional scientists or a organization who is running such a citizen science projects, this will help us increase the research opportunities. Now, how do we actually design a effective project? The first thing is that when you are designing a citizen science project, you should have clear objective that what actually are you designing it for. It should be user centered design and it should be easy for the users to do that kind of a project. Secondly, engaging diverse and inclusive participations. Citizen scientists have the initiatives to use the outreach and support measures to encourage diversity within that particular project, ensuring scientific rigor and ethical standard. Citizen science initiatives should also follow some ethical standards, like you should not post or analyze the data in a wrong manner. They should have an open access and transparency practices, obviously. Now, if I talk about the citizen science projects in astronomy, I know the part which I have already discussed is a bit theoretical, a bit, what we say, towards the boring part, but we should actually know what these citizen science projects are. And once when we are taking part in a citizen science project, what they what does that particular project need from us? What is the outcome that we are that the organization or the research community expecting from us? So that is the reason I discussed the earlier part. Now, when I come to the citizen science projects in astronomy, there are a few platforms like the Zooniverse, Globe at Night, and the Galaxy Zoo. There are many more, but I'll discuss a few over here. Now, Zooniverse is a very large platform where we have many people who are taking part in this, and it has a number of parts through which we can uh, parts in the sense the topics through which we can take part in the citizen science projects. It has literature, it has arts, it has medical, it has climate, it has ocean, and it has space. So we are more concerned about the space part or the astronomy part. Now, Globe at Night. Globe at Night is a international scientific program in which we actually study the light pollution. Now, if you are into astronomy, you are well aware of the light pollution and the problem it causes. Light pollution is the foremost enemy of any astronomical event or any project which we would like to do. So, Globe at Night is a project in which, when we participate, we actually uh, go through that which place has what kind of a light pollution. Now, this project, RAD at Home, like Radio Astronomy at Home, is a citizen science project which was first started by Dr. Ananda Hota in 2013. He is an Indian scientist, and this is the first Indian citizen science project which has been running successfully. In this, we can participate and do multi-wavelength extragalactic astronomy research. We can hear the radio waves coming from extragalactic spaces. We can participate in these kind of projects. The next would be Galaxy Zoo. Now, Galaxy Zoo is a scientific project that has invited members of the public to help to classify the galaxies. See, we know there are a number of galaxies out there, and we all know that the universe is expanding. So, we need to classify the galaxies. So, this is a project where we can help the scientists to classify the galaxies. This project is very simple and can be done by the school children also. Exoplanet hunters. Exoplanet, now, as we all know, we have polluted the earth to an extent that it might come to an end in the near future. But we need to look out for a place where we can stay, some alternative. We are looking for life on Mars. We are looking to build a habitable zone on Moon. So here, this kind of a project, Exoplanet Hunters, this helps us to find planets outside our solar system. And here I would like to mention a very renowned citizen scientist, Mr. Sovan Acharya, who has discovered a number of exoplanets during his when he was doing this kind of a project. Asteroid hunters. As the name suggests, we are trying to find the asteroids which are orbiting around the sun. So in this kind of a project, we are actually trying to find out asteroids which may or may not come in come and collide with the earth. So we are in a way trying to save the earth, trying to save the life on earth. And meanwhile, we are trying to discover the new asteroids. Variable star observations. Variable stars are the stars that exhibit changes in the brightness over time. See, we all know that the stars twinkle. But if you look at a particular star over a period of time, you will see that the brightness of that particular star changes. Obviously, you will not be able to make it out from your city. But when you go to the dark places, you can make out. So these observations help us know the evolution of stars and the structures of our galaxy. There is an organization called as American Association of Variable Star Observers, where they study the variable stars. Solar observations. Now, studying the sun is obviously very important for us, for our solar system, because anything that happens on the sun impacts Earth directly. Citizen science projects such as the Sun Spotter or the Sun Observer with AVSO and the Solar Storm Watch allow the amateur astronomers to observe the sun and study the sun. I have been doing this project from last 2 years, and let me tell you, it's a great project. When you see the sunspots on the sun's surface moving from one end of the sun to the other, this is an amazing project. The only thing is that you will need a solar telescope or a simple telescope with solar filters. Remember, never see the sun without a solar filter. Please don't do that.
ও ঠান্ডা লাগছে গো প্রচন্ড।
Now,
ওই
one more very exciting project about the asteroids is the IAC campaign, or the International Astronomical Search Collaboration. This organization provides us data to analyze the images where we can find the actual moving objects or the probable asteroids which are likely to cross near the Earth. Now, these are the some kind of achievements. Like when you work for the IAC campaign, you get this kind of a certificate, as is mentioned for the Sovan Acharya sir. And the second image is a certificate provided by a project called as the Supernova Hunters. So this is I would like to say that when you are working for a citizen science project, I know you want results. I know you want to know that what will I gain from it. The first and the foremost thing is that you will gain knowledge. You will gain an insight of that particular project about that particular topic. The second is the achievement in the form of a certificate or in the form of a discovery name, right? So I would request all of you to please take part in the citizen science projects as much as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Amoli, for this webinar. I hope the participant will know that how what is the actual goal of this citizen science project. That how the individual or the people for non-science background can contribute themselves for the citizen science project. So thank you and hope you will like our upcoming webinars also. And so thank you all. And for more details, if you want to know more about the Citizen Science Project and our company, you
Hello,
can visit our website. And
hello.
if you have any questions, yes, sir.
Okay, can I speak?
Yes,
Just
sir, of course. Yes, sir, of course, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful presentation. And I would like to thank Shubhankar also for hosting this wonderful webinar because astronomy, as of our age, I mean to say, although I'm not that old, but I remember my father, showing the stars, the Orion and the nebula back in the dark sky when there was a load shedding for about, say, 30 years back from now. So we had the advantage that there was a load shedding, and used to go up on the rooftop, and my father used to show me what are the stars and their constellations, etc. Now the problem is that we have current throughout the day year, and there is no load shedding, so there is a problem with astronomy nowadays. So and Subhankar has already done a really a wonderful job. So, ma'am, my point of I just wanted to basically thank you for bringing astronomy to the level where everybody can participate. Number one. Number two is that yes, although I miss those days when I used to go on the rooftop and used to see those stars, maybe that was basically a real astronomy. Then one day my father took me to Birla Planetarium, and there was a telescope long back, and I first saw the vision of the Mars. Why the color is red because of this. Because of this color of the dust colors, etc. So that was really a wonderful presentation. My name is Shaunak, and I also try to bring physics in front of everybody by producing videos on black holes, physics, astronomy, white holes, and different kinds of galaxies, as well as physics and areas of mathematics. So that's all. I really want that this project really blooms. And I also told Shubhankar that possibly my daughter is reading in class 8, so possibly they can also really understand what astronomy it is. It is not that something which requires a huge telescope and a huge knowledge of mathematics, but something you can really do, feel, and touch at a very primary level. So all the best to this citizenship program. If I can come to any use, because I am my religion is science, so I always feel that if I can contribute something for the citizenship project in order to bringing the general awareness among most of the people. When I talk about astronomy to all my students across in Thailand, Vietnam, etc., in general, they are hardly have any idea, because the stars and the galaxies are as far as they are in terms of knowledge as well as in terms of viewing the telescope. So a wonderful job for Shubhankar for bringing you on the platform, and that is a wonderful presentation. I was just walking down from my office, but I kept my headphone on because it was a pleasure to hear you. And that's it. All the best. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Do anyone have any questions to the ma'am? You can ask.
Yes, Utsav, you wanted to ask me something.
Yes, I am Utsha from India, West Bengal. in Kolkata. And my question and is that how can we participate in this program?
See, beta, you have very different platforms. As I mentioned to you, there is a platform called as Zooniverse, where you just need to register, sign in there, and you are set to go. You can explore your project of interest. There are a number of projects on Zooniverse platform. You can go to Galaxy Zoo, which is another program on which we actually uh, classify the galaxies. And there are one Indian program that is the Rad at Home, which actually needs some kind of a technical knowledge, definitely. But yes, on Zooniverse, I would request you to go and visit actually, and try some projects of your interest.
But how can I enter that one? But how
Beta,
in
you type
visiting?
you type Zooniverse on the net, and then you are set to go. You just need to sign in. अपना login ID बनाओ, and then you are ready to go. You can select any. It is totally free of cost. You can go on any kind of project. There are a number of labels where you can select the kind of project you would like to do. Like, you, if you want to do something in art, or something in history, or something in medical science, or something in oceans, or something on climate, or something on space. So you have, every topic has different kind of projects in it. So if I talk about space, there are a number of projects on space, like the supernova hunters, active asteroids, Hubble asteroid search, or planet hunter tests. Like, there are a number of projects. So you can select any one of them, and you can get going. There are tutorials. See, being a kid, you won't understand how to perform the actual analysis. So to understand that, there are tutorials over there in that particular project only. So you go through those tutorials, and you are ready to go. They are in a very simple language. You will understand them easily, and you can start.
And I have made a little in laws and theories of my own. I have
Okay,
made some, and
that's
and
great.
and one I have shared in the inbox.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. And the
Sure.
program is very interesting.
Thank you, Beta. Thank you so much. We would like to inspire kids like you so that Indian astronomy reaches heights. I know that in India, the astronomy part is a bit neglected, but yes, maybe through these kind of citizen science projects, we are able to outreach all those students, or all those people who are actually interested in astronomy and would like to contribute to it.
And Utsav, if you need any help regarding the registration, you can contact with our company. Its name is Agnirath Aerospace and Defense Research Private Limited. The part of the registration and total process is totally free. We just need to engage the students and guide them how to do the citizen science project. All the projects are totally free, and anyone from the year of 1 to 100 can participate on this projects. Okay.
Thank you, but can you please write a name in the inbox because I didn't follow that one.
uh,
I couldn't listen properly.
okay, I just message the company name.
Thank you.
Anyone else with any question? And on behalf of all of us, are all of the astronomy enthusiasts, I think so. Tomorrow is a great day for all of us. Chandrayaan 3 has to be launched. So, all the best to the team of ISRO, and fingers crossed that this time our lander and our rover works accordingly to the ISRO scientist, and we gather the data which we actually need. Fingers crossed, and all the best to the ISRO scientists.
Purna, Pranja Space Research, you can contact with me for model rocket and other concept. You can directly contact with me, or you can visit the Ogniroth Aerospace website. You can get the details, or you can visit our Facebook page also, or Indeed page. Anywhere you can get the details, or you can directly contact with me through the page. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So do you have any question? Anyone have any questions to the ma'am?
I don't think
I
so, sir.
think yes. So thank you, Amoli ma'am, to details explaining what is citizen science project and give the answer to the few of the questions and the Q&A. So thank you, ma'am. Okay, and
Thank you, sir.
good day,
Thank you.
and good day to you all, the participant. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.